Now to an 8 News exclusive. Richmond police are battling neighborhood gang activity, from street fights to graffiti on city property. And tonight, police want you to be aware and on the lookout. Here's 8 News reporter Josh Landon with part 1 of his investigation.
This display of vandalism is just a small fraction of the problem with gangs in Richmond. Police say they play a role in every crime ranging from drugs to armed robberies. Tonight, an exclusive report on gang activity. From corner to corner, block to block, they roam the streets, making their mark.
Gang activity and gang violence is still prevalent within the city limits. It's not as in your face as it once was, say, 4 or 5 years ago.
Police say neighborhood gangs have become smarter to avoid getting caught.
They're more discreet about their activity.
Out of sight, but not out of mind. Their presence is still felt.
It's not illegal to be a gang member. It's not illegal. It only becomes illegal to be a gang member when you commit a crime.
Second responders to radio.
A tremendous amount of robberies, drug dealing, breaking and entering. Unfortunately, we've had homicides.
All gang related.
All gang related.
Day and night, more than 40 active gangs plague the city of Richmond.
Whether it be your Bloods, your Crips, your Latin Kings, your MS-13, we by far and away have more of your homegrown gangs.
It's all crazy. It's all dumb.
Chris Robinson used to be a member of the Gangster Disciples. He joined at the age of 15.
I was basically looking for something to fit in, somebody that I felt like loved me, cared about me.
When he first became a GD, Chris says wearing the colors and being part of a crew amazed him.
Because you think you know what you're doing, but you're not.
A lesson Chris would learn when he turned 18. One evening at a nightclub, he got into an altercation with rival gang members.
Throwing up gang signs.
Gang members who he had never met.
I remember the guy coming over and just swinging on me. And we started fighting, and it was like 5, 6 of them.
The fight moves to the parking lot, and Chris wants to get to his car.
Because I had a gun in my car. When I shot in the air, it just commenced to being a whole bunch of shooting going on. So I jump up and start running toward my car, and I never make it.
What happened?
I got shot in the back.
Paralyzed from the waist down.
You don't want to suffer. This is something that you might get a thrill out of for a day or a month or whatever. But this wheelchair is something I got to deal with for the rest of my life.
In light of everything, Chris still has a positive outlook on life. Aside from raising his daughter, Chris has played wheelchair basketball for the last 7 years.
When I was a kid shooting the basketball, I wanted to play in the NBA.
Well, his dream has sort of come true. His skills on the court has earned him a 1-year contract to play in Germany.
I'm super excited, and I leave in August.
Sitting in a wheelchair for 17 years, the price Chris Robinson had to pay for joining a gang. And things heat up in part 2 of our investigation.
This area is known for bloods. One of the guys had some narcotics on him. They found a gun back there.
Here's the gun.
We'll take him to lockup for processing.
We give you an exclusive look at how the Richmond Police Department hit the streets and put the bad guys behind bars tomorrow night at 11. Josh Landon, 8 News.
Now to an 8 News exclusive. Richmond police say gang activity is still a major problem in the city. And we showed you part 1 last night. Tonight, Josh Landon picks up part 2 of his investigation.
No matter if it's day or night, gang activity is prevalent. According to the Richmond police, the gangs have their hands in almost every crime. Tonight, an exclusive look at the anti-gang unit. A night on the town for the anti-gang unit. They have one goal, and that's to simply clean up. From sunrise,
There's a lot going on here.
to sunset, a war rages on between Richmond police and gang members.
Night like tonight, going around checking for graffiti and stuff like that. Start to get a grip on where these guys may be hanging out and conducting business.
360, ADR, Mont Del Rey. LK for Latin King, 5-pointed crown. Those are all symbols common with that gang.
Vandalism stretching for miles.
What gangs are allied with each other, what gangs are fighting or beefing with each other, and we get that information from graffiti.
Your well-known Bloods and Crips to MS-13s are a problem, but police say the homegrown gangs are a bigger threat.
Majority of our homegrown gangs start out in the families, different neighborhoods.
Honeycomb, 34th Street, Baywood.
One gang will make their mark, then another will come and cross it out, causing a feud between 2 neighborhoods.
People get killed, people get seriously injured because somebody wrote something on a wall.
We're checking on it to see if it looks used or anything.
Police follow up on a tip.
We received information from a school resource officer that they're out here in the woods hiding guns, drugs, whatever the case might be.
This is found in a wooded area behind a local park.
Looking through the area and we came across this. Could be that they're jumping people in here, just coming out here to train.
At this park, 4 men are hanging out after hours.
Went ahead and approached them, saw one of the suspects take about 10 feet backwards. We went ahead and circled around them. There was a firearm on the ground.
No one would snitch on who the gun belongs to, and all 4 walk away on this night, banned from the park.
This area is a college town, and we have a huge problem with armed robberies. Because they do have a firearm on them, we'll put them in the system as well as potential suspects in these armed robberies that happen to the college kids.
This area is known for bloods.
2 men are handcuffed after one runs away from police. In their possession, crack and marijuana.
It was in his watch pocket of his jeans.
And both have active warrants. Plus, the one you see wearing the red hat is a known gang member.
Here's the gun.
A .380 is found in the grass just feet away.
The extended clip on it.
While being read their rights, one man lashes out, only to end with the 2 going to jail.
We're pretty fortunate. We got a couple of guns off the street and a couple of guys on warrants, especially one being a gang member. So hopefully we'll get some good information from them and we can carry on and do it again.
In hopes of one day making the city of Richmond gang-free. Josh Landon, 8 News.
If you spot gang activity in your neighborhood, the City Police Department would like to hear from you. The number for their gang unit hotline is 646-5387, and you can always remain anonymous.